New critical hits boost. Bogu
Hey, Bogu.
underscore Bogu just boosted ML urn. New critical hits boost. Bogu underscore Bogu just boosted Ilya Urus lal ugly.
What? What are you trying to do? Are you trying to make the TTS say funny things? Again?
What? Where am I?
How are you, Bogu? Good to see you.
Ah, Citizen Plus?
Me?
Citizen Plus!
Who, me? I never do that. Thank you for the boost, Gothic boosts.
Doesn't look like it's on.
No arena today? Oh.
Someone's locked up all my stuff. I'll never get that
Mutual
combination on
TTS
my
doesn't
own.
say it's funny, yeah. My TTS is like me, as I said. Unfunny. Boring.
Make sure the McFly boy is prepped for his Citizen Plus treatment by the time
Uncle,
I finish
Uncle!
with my husband.
How is Citizen Brown?
I'm
Guybrush
afraid
is
it's
new?
worse than we imagined. He's gone completely
Is this really the first time we
antisocial.
are rolling Guybrush
Gone.
this season?
We're
Hey, Banana,
using
Mac
every
Republic.
tool at our disposal to
Good
snap
to see you.
him
How
out
are you,
of it.
Banana?
But I fear that nothing short of a complete personality rebuild will bring our leader back to us.
And it's all McFly's fault.
Unbelievable, isn't it? One teenage hooligan has brought Hill Valley to the brink of ruin.
Guybrush, no one tell
Let me know when he's ready. I'll be tending to
Oh,
Citizen Brown.
Guybrush. Guybrush is terrible.
I gotta get out of here and rescue Doc.
Guybrush can kill animals and destroy forests to achieve his goals easily. He has zero conscience.
Dad, is
Or
that you?
regrets.
Who else would it be?
Where are you?
Back in the garage.
He
What
has
are
good
you
intentions.
doing in
That's
the
the only
Citizen
reason
Plus
he's in the
ward?
200s range.
Edna threw me in here.
She can't do that to my son. How can I help?
Know anything about cracking combination locks?
Sorry, son. I'm more of a peeping Tom than a safecracker.
Is there any way you could help me escape this loony bin?
What did you have in mind?
I don't know. Maybe override the security systems or something.
Override the what? Son, this isn't a science fiction movie.
Not that I'm not happy that you're here, but why are you here?
I'm looking for your mother.
Mom?
After you left, she and I had a big old fight, and, well, she went and signed herself up for a full battery of Citizen Plus treatments.
Didn't you tell her about Biff?
I tried. But you know your mother. Once she puts her mind to something, she's a regular force of nature.
I figure that if I can just find her, maybe I can talk her out of this foolishness.
It's nice that you're concerned about Mom, but couldn't you come down here yourself?
Oh, I couldn't do that. I'm probably in enough trouble with the authorities already.
No, I think it's better for everyone if I stay here in my garage with my televisions and cameras.
You chicken.
So, have you found Mom yet?
Not yet.
You wouldn't believe how many cameras they've got around here.
Dad, those Citizen Plus watches are gonna turn everyone in Hill Valley into robots, starting with Citizen Brown.
I always suspected digital watches were evil.
It's not the watches, Dad, it's Edna. She's completely lost it.
Citizen Edna's crazy? Oh, that's not good. Although it would explain
Exactly.
a lot.
Dad, I know this is a lot to accept, but I've gotta rescue Citizen Brown so that we can go back in time and stop him from ever marrying Edna in the first place.
You're right, son. That is a lot to accept. So let's forget you ever said it and just concentrate on getting you out of there.
Yeah, maybe that's for the best. Is there any way you could help me escape this loony bin?
What did you have in mind?
I don't know. Maybe.
Okay.
Stay.
I'm as close.
Okay. What can we
That's
do?
not very relaxing.
So when we were talking to our father about our mother, this
Dad.
was
How
focused.
can I help, son?
Oh, okay. So he sees us from here, talks to us from here. That is
Stay
why
close.
I'm as.
that was focused on.
Doc. Hello?
What?
Hey, could you get me a burger or something? The only food I've had today is a tofu dog.
Regrettably, sir, the rigors of the Citizen Plus treatment require you to begin the process with an empty stomach.
Let me out of here.
Sorry, sir, but Citizen Plus patients aren't allowed to exit their waiting rooms until the Citizen Plus treatment chamber has been suitably prepped for their procedure.
You can't keep me in here. It's against the law.
When you
I am
signed
the
your
law.
Citizen Plus treatment agreement, you gave the
I
Citizen
didn't
Plus
sign
ward
anything.
legal approval to incarcerate you until the completion of your Citizen Plus treatment.
I didn't sign anything.
I didn't sign
Exactly.
anything.
Of course you did, sir. Citizen Edna handed me the paperwork herself.
Of course she did. I don't suppose you believe me if I told you that Edna forged my signature.
That's a good one, sir.
I don't.
That,
Why is all my stuff locked in a cage?
in order to ensure that Citizen Plus patients don't injure themselves, their belongings are placed in a locked box until the completion of their Citizen Plus treatment.
Injure themselves?
It's a very intensive process. Some people can't handle it.
Can I take a look at my stuff for a second?
Why?
I want to make sure my guitar neck isn't getting bent.
What?
Come on, man. My parents spent a fortune on that thing.
Fine. Back away from the door, sir.
Could we? Oh, it's being recorded through camera,
There.
right?
How's the guitar?
So we just
I
gotta
guess
ask
it's okay.
Dad
Good.
what the code is. Dad, what's the code?
Dad,
How can I help, son?
I tried to peek over the guard's shoulder to get the combination, but he's too tall.
Over his shoulder? Hold on.
What?
I may have it on tape.
Zoom, enhance. Zoom, enhance.
Ha! What?
The camera was high enough to see over his shoulder.
Nice work, Dad.
The combination is 2 left, 8 right, 18 left, 32 right.
All right.
Hey, your guitar! I'm sorry I tried to throw it out.
Yeah, the guitar's pretty cool, but this is what I care about.
No fair making your dad all misty, son.
So why exactly do we care about that?
I don't think a picture of
Maybe we break the window.
Whoa.
Poor guitar. This window?
I can't plug my
Why? Okay.
playing my guitar over the Sims. I can't plug my guitar into that. I can't plug.
Why are we trying to plug the guitar into anything? We don't even have cable.
I don't think a picture of my dad.
I'm confused.
I don't. Dad,
How can I help?
stay.
I'm his.
Something to do with
That's
the
not
posture.
very relaxed.
Like, can we break this?
I can't plug my. I don't. Hey, Jennifer!
Can we make
Gotta get her attention.
Dad connect us to her, maybe?
I can't play. Dad,
How can I...
could you let me talk to Jennifer?
Jennifer Parker?
Yeah, she's in the room next door.
Let's see, that'd be waiting room beta. Got it.
You're all patched in, son. Jennifer.
Martin, is that you? Where are you?
I'm over here, in the camera.
Oh, Martin, aren't you in enough trouble already?
Trouble? Jen, what are you talking about?
You know, with all the drinking and the PDAs.
Jennifer, oh, what's wrong with you? You sound strange.
I used to be strange, Martin, but thanks to my first Citizen Plus treatment,
Uh-oh.
I'm well on my way to becoming
No.
an average, well-adjusted teenager.
No.
Citizen Plus.
Not you,
oh, no.
Jen.
Jen, not you too. Why's your door open?
Now that I'm finished with my Citizen Plus treatment, I'm free to go whenever I want. I'm just waiting for the nice guard to escort me out.
Hey, on your way out, do you think you could help me break out of here?
Oh, I couldn't do that, Martin. It's against the rules.
Okay, forget breaking out. Could you at least come visit me? It's kind of lonely in here.
I don't think it's a good idea for us to see each other until you've undergone your first Citizen Plus treatment.
Why not?
Because your gosh danged hormones are out of control, Martin.
Jen, snap out of it. This isn't the real you. I mean, it's kind of like the real
So
you.
can
but
we
it's
pretend
not
as
like
if
the
we
real
have
you
gone
in
through the
this
first
timeline.
treatment?
Wow, that's...
I know, it sounds crazy.
I'd never call you crazy, Martin. You're just sick. I should know, I used to be sick too. But now I never want to spray paint a Buick or listen to rock music ever again.
No, you're not going to listen to rock music ever again. Now that's just unacceptable, Jen.
Come on, Jen. You don't really want a life without rock and roll,
the
do you?
300s.
Rock and roll? Ew. Just the thought of the pelvis pulsing 3-chord power ballads you used to play makes me all queasy inside. Blech.
Now, don't you say that about power ballads, okay?
Hey, do you know what time it is?
No.
Didn't they give you some kind of digital watch when you were done with all that brainwashing?
The Citizen Plus watch? I won't get one of those for another 5 or 6 treatments.
Rats. How'd you wind up in the Citizen Plus program anyway?
My dad signed me up, and it's a good thing, too. I was completely out of control.
I kind of liked it. Jen, this whole Citizen Plus thing is a scam. Edna's using it to take control of everyone in Hill Valley, including her husband.
You know, Citizen Edna told me you were having paranoid delusions, but I had no idea.
So, what was your Citizen Plus treatment like anyway?
Well, that's weird. I don't really remember. Must be a side effect of the treatments.
Come on.
Rock and roll me all quick.
Okay.
Okay,
I don't treatment.
why not?
Because
Could you...
I'll be here until the guard comes for me. Then I'll really have to tell him about how you're hijacking the cameras.
Oh, come on. Don't be a narc.
I'm not a narc. I'm a good citizen.
You used to be cool, Jen.
It's empty. Hello?
What now?
Can I go visit Jennifer Parker? She's right next door.
Citizen Plus patients are not allowed to fraternize.
So do we
It
have time
contaminates the
after he
treatments.
opens the door to put the photo, you know, at the lock to stop it from closing?
Can I take another look at my stuff?
No.
Well, he's not coming back anyway.
Can I go...
Citizen Plus patients are...
I don't suppose...
Let's try that again.
Dad,
How can I help, son?
so have you...
Not yet.
You wouldn't believe how many
You got any advice for getting out of here?
Jennifer still giving you problems?
Yeah.
Try appealing to her with something she loves about you. That always worked with your mom. Back when she loved anything about me.
Could I talk to Jennifer again?
Sure thing, son.
Jennifer?
What is it, Martin?
Can we use any items? Like, there is nothing except for the dialogue options, and we used all of them. Oh, can I plug the guitar in here to play her some rock and roll? Some power ballads?
Okay, forget break.
I don't think it's a good idea for us treatment.
Why?
Because you're...
Don't go yet.
I wouldn't dream...
Let's try. I mean, we kinda tried, but maybe it will work now.
Okay, Jen, here's a little something I think you're gonna like. At least, I hope you still do.
Martin?
Jennifer.
Oh, Martin. Martin? What are you doing?
Yes,
What's
he's
going
back.
on here?
I have no idea, sir. I was minding my own business when all of a sudden a horrible noise started coming out of that camera.
Well, that's not right.
Yeah, well, neither is this. No one scrambles my brain. You hear me? No one.
That was easy.
I'm Jennifer Parker, rock and roller.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Bang. Yeah, Jen.
No time for small talk, McFly. We need to get you disguised so we can walk out of here. Calvin Klein underwear? Really?
There. How do I look?
Little short for a stormtrooper, but it'll have to do. Come on!
Okay, time to save Doc.
Okay, Hotshot, what's next?
Now we rescue Citizen Brown, get the hell out of here, and get things back to the way they're supposed to be.
Whatever, just as long as I get to break some stuff. I've got a lot of pent-up hostility right now, you know?
Miss Parker,
What the?
Yeah.
I'm here to escort you to the lobby. Your father's waiting for you.
Can he wait? I was hoping that this attractive young man could take me on a tour of the facilities.
I'm afraid I really must insist, miss.
Relax, Jennifer. I've got everything under control.
Really?
Really.
Okay then. But first...
What are you doing?
What was that for?
For saving me, dummy.
How is that being subtle?
Let's go, officer.
You know, I'm probably gonna have to write you up for a PDA violation.
Don't bite me.
What?
Rock and roll.
What? What?
Can I have some of that? Feels like I haven't eaten in years.
No, that's Tannen's. He's not allowed to eat it until he's taken his pacification pill. We tried to give it to him an hour ago, but he still hasn't swallowed it.
Let me try.
I could be pretty persuasive.
No.
No.
Oh! Don't touch that! I need the caffeine.
I haven't slept in 2 years. So how do we take it away from him? He didn't chase his underwear in the first movie. They are not being denied immediately after saying, I can be pretty persuasive.
Sorry, can't
Well,
hear you in this
he
thing,
said he
but
can be.
thanks for the duds, though.
He isn't. He should be.
No improvement, Citizen Edna. Shall I read?
It's broken. I guess Jen did that so the guard won't be able to call for help.
So the guard is in here. What is this scent
That's
dispenser?
like a giant air freshener. Weird.
What did I click on? It's something behind this.
That speaker looks really familiar.
Yeah, can we connect the guitar in there?
Do you mind? I'm trying to run a complete personality rebuild on the big man himself here.
And?
And the last thing I need is your stubby little fingers turning Hill Valley's savior into a drooling rutabaga.
Is there a problem over there, citizen?
No problem, ma'am.
Good. Let's get back to it.
Oh. Can I have some of that? Is
Doing.
Okay. Let's see what else we have.
What are you doing in here?
Looking for the bathroom?
The next scheduled bathroom break isn't for another 158 minutes.
Right.
Don't worry, Emmett. It'll all be over soon.
Cannot go through here.
I don't feel like serenading anyone right now.
Yeah, that's what I wanted you to do when I used the guitar on the guard, Marty. Serenade to the guard.
Keep away from the equip.
I'll never.
No.
There's nothing I need in there.
What about that, though?
There's no one in my cell to... It's broken. I guess Jen did that.
So where is Biff? Oh. I missed the corridor.
I can't leave before I rescue Doc. He's
Never
the
mind.
only guy who could repair the DeLorean.
There's nothing here.
Stop fighting it, darling. You're only hurting you.
Wow, they've really got this door locked up tight. I wonder
is
what
Biff,
sick
okay.
freak they've got in here.
I missed this.
Ah! I should have known. Hi, Biff. Looks like your intercom's busted. Just as well. It'd probably be just a bunch of swearing and mixed metaphors anyway. The guard says I'm not supposed to give you any food until you swallow your pill.
Ah, I see. I know what to do. Watch this chat.
Hi, Biff. Come on, Biff, just swallow your pill.
Increase the...
Oh, Biff spit.
Hey, is that a public display of affection over there?
What? Sorry, it was just a shadow. Stop goofing around and get back to work.
Yes, sir.
Look behind you! A three-headed monkey!
It's rated public display of affection.
Jeez, what have they been feeding Biff? Horse tranquilizers?
You, God!
Who, me?
I mean, me?
Yes, you. As you can see, that slacker of a technician is sleeping on the job again. Please be a dear and tend to the Citizen Plus control panel, will you?
Sure.
Sure.
Okay,
I'm
Doc,
a professional.
I'm in. Now, how do I get you out of here without turning you into a vegetable?
Easy. Plug in the guitar. Like, that helped with Jen. I don't see why it wouldn't help here.
There's no jack.
Ah.
Jeez, where's the off button on this thing? Hey, an equalizer. At least, I think it's an equalizer.
Okay, let's see.
Optics.
I'm sorry about the discomfort, my love.
Olfactory. I think I know what that means.
Do we overload Doc with all senses?
What the?
Looks like the aroma tanks have clogged themselves again.
Oh, thank you. I hadn't noticed that. Come on, make yourself useful.
Feel the thrill of
I'm sorry about the delay, dear.
Hey, Victory,
This
welcome.
would go a lot easier if you
How
just
are you
gave
today?
up
Good to
this
see you.
madness about time machines and altering the past. You should concentrate on the future.
There is no future for us.
You won't think that in a few more
First, your wife is in
hours.
hospital. Now your daughter.
I
Then
know.
again, you guess that's how
Please,
childbirth works.
Think about the consequences of your actions.
Me? You're
How are
the
you, Blackbird?
volume.
Welcome in.
Finally, a word I can understand.
Okay.
Okay, that moved him a few inches. Maybe I can blast him right out the door.
Tactile?
Tactile.
So it would be 2 hours like the movie.
Whoa! Sorry.
Well, this is episode 4.
Where's Martin?
So it's like around 2 hours for each
Don't worry,
episode.
dear. After we're
2
done
hours, 2.5
repairing
hours.
your damaged mind, we'll fix young.
Let's try optics.
Gastrosensory.
There are 5 episodes, so the total should be around 12 hours or so. Hey, old-fashioned. They deliberately misspelled olfactory. I missed your message, sorry. How are you, old-fashioned?
When did I lose control?
Oh, dearest. You never had control. That's why you
Oh,
needed
factory.
me in the first
You were
place.
talking about this.
I'll get him a burger later.
Okay, this doesn't work.
I am
We don't want this either.
It's jammed.
It's jammed. Is there anything else? No. It didn't move.
I guess the speakers won't push him any further until I hook it up to a really big sound.
You'll never
Yeah, the
get
guitar.
away
Come on.
with this.
I can't plug my guitar into that.
Let's see what else we can do. Just enjoying the madness on the screen. I'm glad you
He'll
are.
be out for a while.
Can we talk to Dad? No. Cannot. Oh. Okay. They are down there, so I can
Guards, arrest this woman.
I
They
can go
won't
into their
listen
office.
to you, Emmett. Everyone here has been trained to.
I guess I am. Yeah. I'm doing well. I'm enjoying this game. Microphone. Okay, let's see. Hey, Big D. This was a fun series, and it still is.
Hey, Doc.
I'm
Let's
enjoying
get ready
it.
to blow this joint.
So
What was
I assume
that?
you played and enjoyed it as well. Good to see you, Big D. How are you?
You! What are you doing?
Get my friend out of here, you nutcase. Okay, that was a little less dramatic than I had expected. Whoa! Let's go, Your Honor.
What? I can't hear you!
You're welcome!
After him, you slackers!
Yeah, this is really fun. And I'm a huge fan of the movies as well.
Attention citizens. This is an Omega-1 priority alert. Potentially disruptive nonconformists are loose in the courthouse. Please return to your homes until the situation has been resolved. Have a nice day.
Have a nice day. Look at those conformists jumping into the wrong color recycled bin.
What do we do now?
Now we wait for the guards
Is
to
it
clear
Man
out
Plays
so we can
Guitar
make a
Hero
break for
with
your
Alice
time.
from Madness in
critical hits
Wonderland or
boost.
something?
Parrotwise just
Hey,
boosted
it's my
Dragon Age 2.
On acid. Have you watched the Back to the Future movies,
New
old
critical
fashioned?
hits boost. Parrotwise just boosted Might and Magic 7. For Blood and Honor.
And so what do we get? Pillars, maybe? Doom Dawn?
New critical hits
Ooh,
boost.
Betrayal in
Parrotwise
Antara.
just boosted Betrayal in Antera. New critical hits boost. Owl Fashioned just boosted Kanung.
Kanung. Missed movie title? Back to the Future. I was asking if you watched this movie, basically.
Hey!
Don't talk to her. She could give us away.
Where is the DeLorean anyway?
I had the wreck towed to my secret lab near Clayton Ravine.
Clayton Ravine, as in Clara Clayton?
Why? Is that significant?
Well, Clara's kind of supposed to be your wife, so yeah.
I really want to rewatch them. After playing this, I feel really like rewatching
Should we
them
go
soon.
help?
Once we go back and change history, none of this will ever happen.
Wow,
I guess.
double slap. Go, mommy.
What the heck was Edna doing to you back there?
She was trying to rebuild my personality from the ground up, erasing the parts she didn't like.
Harsh. All right, Dad. No offense, Your Honor, but why'd you marry Edna anyway? She's kind of crazy.
But she slapped. They may have
Yes,
shielded
now,
they have
but
shielded
back when we were
Helmson.
first dating, her madness was tempered
Wow,
by
the
an
helmets
ironclad
don't
sense
protect
of
their
right
cheeks.
and wrong. At least, that's how it seemed to me at the time.
Whoa, public display of affection. Come
Mom,
on,
Dad,
quadruple slap.
no.
They'll be fine. Once we repair the time stream, none of this will ever have happened.
Rolling
Guess
slap.
you're right.
Looks like the coast is clear.
Great. Let's go fix the DeLorean.
I'm afraid I'll have to do that without you, Martin.
What? Why?
Well, from what little I understand of time travel, if you help me rebuild the time machine, your presence in the repair efforts could cause some sort of temporal paradox after we return to 1931.
So what am I supposed to do? Just hang out here in Bizarro Hill Valley until you fix the time machine?
Exactly. But don't worry, if things work out according to plan, you won't even notice I'm gone.
You know, for a second there, you sounded almost as confusing as the real Doc.
See? We're making progress already. See you soon, Martin.
Good luck, Your Honor.
So as soon as he goes away,
Oh, and you might wanna
another
stay
will
off
show
the
up
streets for
with the
a few
car, with DeLorean.
Stay off the
Pick us
street. Citizen Brown? Emmett?
Hello?
He's not coming back, you know.
What are you talking about?
Emmett, without me to guide him, He's almost useless. Before I found him, he was a miserable failure who never finished anything. But with me to inspire him, look at what we've built!
You're not the only inspiration in Doc's life, you know. In my timeline, he married one of the sweetest women of the 19th century.
Sweetness. Yeah. Emmett needs discipline to stay focused. He's so easily distracted.
You think you've inspired
So
Doc?
we have
I'll have you know
to
that without you, Emmett Brown is destined to build a
push her to the
time-traveling
streets?
DeLorean and a flying time train.
Or what?
Preposterous.
Ourselves get
Emmett
close to
couldn't
the
even build a
street.
dog feeder without me to guide him.
Yeah, well, he did
I
that
guess all
too.
we need to do is keep choosing the dialogue
Yeah,
options.
you've inspired him all right. Inspired him to turn Hill Valley into a bunch of uptight dorks.
I wouldn't expect a delinquent
Oh
like
yeah,
you
I'm doing
to
all the episodes, yeah.
understand.
I'm finishing this today.
Okay, Your Honor. Starting to get a little concerned here.
It worked! Ha ha! 1 second I'm in the present, the next I'm 6 months in the past. Amazing!
6 months? It took you 6 months to repair the time machine?
6 months, my family fortune, and a sketchy deal with a gang of Libyan nationals. But it was all worth it for this moment. Ha ha!
Emmett, don't do this. You need help.
Oh, blow it out of your exhaust port, dear. Now that I've escaped into the past, your pack of divorce lawyers can't... Mark, how long have you been waiting for me?
A couple of minutes, maybe?
That's curious. I set the repair time circuits to arrive only a couple of seconds after I left. Oh, well. I'm sure there's no need to be concerned. It's probably just a minor miscalibration on the time circuits.
A couple of minutes.
Here.
What's
With
this?
6 months of
Close
travel.
for our trip. We can't have you traipsing around 1931.
How many
in
months
that
or years will
ridiculous
that make
outfit.
when we go to 1931?
Our trip?
You didn't think I was going to let you erase the worst mistake of my
Doc,
life
you did
without
it
my
wrong.
help, did you?
Fine, leave.
Actually, it isn't too much. It is like 3 hours, 20 minutes or something like that. For 55 years.
I run this town.
No, 3 hours,
Time
40
circuit
minutes.
set for August 26, 1931. You ready to go, Your Honor?
Call me, Doc.
Let's see where we will end up though. Okay.
This is where I last saw him. You, teenage you. You were headed this way, arm in arm with Edna.
Ugh. Luckily, my erstwhile wife was never the type to kiss on a first date. If we work fast and stay focused, we can see to it that our relationship never moves beyond the hand-holding stage. Well, will you look at that? The old town theater.
Very cool.
I haven't thought about this place in years. The missus made me tear it down back in '71. Said the movies were corrupting the younger generation. It was all nonsense, of course. I spent countless evenings here in my youth, and it never turned me into a hoodlum. Say, remember Public Enemy? Why, you dirty rat, no good yellow-bellied stool? Never did manage to see Frankenstein, though.
But you're going to. That's what we're here for, remember?
Right, of course. The film that was supposed to set off a chain reaction in my imagination, inspiring with a notion that would launch my scientific career.
You've still got no memory of what that notion was?
Well, how could I? It happened in the brain of a different Emmett Brown, an Emmett Brown now erased by the shifting sands of time. Luckily for us, I do know something about my own brain, having lived in it for the past 70+ years. Once we get my younger self re-inspired by that movie, nothing will distract him from his proper... Great Scott, will you look at that?
He still says Great Scott,
The
though.
town square?
It's just like I remember it, only dirtier. Oh, the old courthouse.
Come on now, Doc. You need to go inside and check it out. First rule of time travel, Doc. Never allow your other self to catch sight of you. It could cause reality to collapse or something.
You mean?
Right behind you. Don't peek. Go on. I'll let you know when you're gone. And don't forget, you're Carl Sagan.
The billions and billions guy?
The suspected arsonist.
Huh?
Just go with it.
Sonny! You do show up at the oddest moments. Where have you been hiding?
Oh, you know, here and there. You're a little hard to pin down
So
yourself.
how much are we
I've
off?
been looking for you last night, but...
I believe I was off entertaining a
I
beautiful
feel like
lady.
they're about to get married or something.
You know, I never really got a chance to thank you.
Well, I'm sure you would have escaped Kid on your own.
Kid? Oh, sure, I'm grateful for that, but no, I'm talking about Edna. It's funny to think of now, but until that crisis, I actually thought Edna and I disliked one another. Imagine!
Yeah, well, we make a lot of mistakes when we're not seeing straight. The thing is, you shouldn't let Edna distract you from, you know, the business at hand. Finishing your project for the expo and going to see Frankenstein.
Oh, sure. I'm far too busy for movies these days.
But,
And as for my project, it's practically done.
The rocket car?
The rocket car? Boy, are you out of date. I've junked the rocket car.
But...
More trouble than it's worth. I'll never figure out a propulsion system that does what I want it to do. And besides, its social utility is practically non-existent.
You'll figure it out, Emmett. You only need a bolt of inspiration, that's all. Maybe if you went to a...
The mental alignment meter is a much more worthy project.
The what?
It was Edna's idea, and she's really been cracking the whip to get me to complete it in time for the expo.
Emmett, I'm a little confused here. What day is it?
Why, it's opening day. The opening day of the expo. Which reminds me, I'd better skedaddle back to the lab. If Edna catches me dawdling,
So how many
there'll be
days
heck
is
to
that?
pay. Catch you around, Crockett.
October 12th. Doc?
What was the dates we had?
Hopefully, once I finish breaking up Emmett and
No, not
Edna,
this
this
one.
paper will return to normal.
Oops. It's been a while. I don't remember the date in the second game.
Come to think of it, it is a bit brisk for August.
Oh,
Yeah,
we're 2
it was
months
August,
late.
okay.
The
2
expo's about
months.
to start, and teenage you is already in over his head with Edna.
I always did have a tendency to plunge into things.
Let's plunge into the DeLorean and get to the right date.
No, it's far too risky. Remember how I was late picking you up in '86?
Yeah?
That should have been a tip-off. Something is horribly wrong with the time circuits, and the problem appears to be getting worse. If we try to jump now, we could find ourselves stranded in the Cenozoic age. Or worse, the Mesozoic.
Then we're stuck?
For the time being. I'll look into the problem and see what I can do. In the meantime, you can go to work on the other...
Right.
Oops.
I'll
I'm
go
so
to the
sorry,
lab and
I
see if I can
accidentally
talk
pressed
teenage
right
you
mouse
out
It's
of...
possible. If young me is already as infatuated as you say, you're not going to be able to talk him out of anything. Believe me, I remember. Better to focus on the more clear-headed half of the couple.
So,
Edna, where can I find
so
her?
we have to kill
Where do
Edna.
you
That's
think?
the only way.
I'll drive.
Sorry, it has
The
come to
DeLorean should
this.
still function adequately as a means of conveyance in the first 3 dimensions.
Sorry, we have to resort to murder, but that's the only way.
You were right. There she is.
My soon-to-be ex-future wife is nothing if not predictable.
Do I really have to talk to her? I mean, couldn't I just hang out until you fix the time circuits and...
Stop!
I'll talk to her. You'd better get the DeLorean out of sight before someone...
Hey, you! Quit blocking the drive! All car of the future contestants need to report to the North Tent.
Why not? Good luck!
Spell it Brown. It's not exactly an obscure name.
I still don't see it on the list. I'm sorry.
Oh, for the love... Let me try this one more time. This is the Hill Valley Science Expo, right?
First annual.
Indeed. The purpose of our fair is to showcase cutting-edge technology.
That's right. And to burnish Hill Valley's reputation as a forward-thinking community.
And yet, you want to exclude the maker of the most revolutionary breakthrough of all.
It's not that I want to, but... Oh, dear.
Kurati. You learned in
Mr.
1931.
Crockett, you do pop up at the
over there.
oddest times. What are you doing
At the
here?
P25. Oh my god, what flag is that? Well, this is a science expo. So they think it's a crazy experiment. The irony is there, right?
I need to...
Whatever it is, I hope you don't have to deal with Mr. Stonewall here. His sole function seems to be preventing people from accomplishing their business. Honestly, with him keeping the books, it's a wonder the Tannen gang got as far as they did. Have you seen Emmett?
No.
Oh, then you've heard all about his big breakthrough, the mental alignment meter. Isn't it exciting? And to think, he didn't even realize the import of his discovery until I pointed it out to him. I've never known anyone like him, so oblivious to his own potential.
I kind of wanted to talk to you about Emmett and his potential.
Funny, I didn't spot it myself at first. In fact, for the longest time, I thought I didn't even like him.
Yeah. I don't get it. I mean, Emmett's nice and all, but he's not exactly the kind of guy that has girls swarming all over him.
Well, I'm not your average girl.
Yeah, but...
I appreciate your concerns, Mr. Crockett, but I can take care of myself. I know what I'm looking for in a man, and it so happens Emmett fits the bill to a T. That's Emmett Brown. Rhymes with clown, which I'm beginning to think you are.
Just a simple mix-up, I'm sure.
I've no doubt of that.
Okay.
Hey, Artie.
Officer.
Officer?
Oh, right. Don't blow your cover.
Will you please keep your mind on the task at hand?
Can't talk right now.
You said that Emmett fits your bill of requirements for a man.
Yes?
What would that list be exactly?
You'd make a good reporter, Mr. Crockett. You know that? Well, his physical appearance for one thing. Emmett may not be Clark Gable, but he cleans up surprisingly well. I gave him my grandfather's white suit to wear at the expo. Oh, you should see him in it. He looks positively radiant.
Okay.
Looks good in
Dirty
the
the
suit.
suit.
Got it.
And he's completely devoted to me. That's important. I've got no time or tolerance for playboys.
Faithful
Alright,
as a
hook him up with
Labrador.
another woman.
Check.
Thirdly, and most important,
Yes?
well, his mind, of course. It's brilliant, and it's virtuous through and through. His own mind map shows him to be a model citizen.
Good
Okay.
brain. I see.
Alter his brain
And
map.
if it turned out that you were mistaken about any of these qualities,
Say, what's your game?
just curious, just trying to understand the female mind.
Well, understand this. I'm not some faint-hearted girl who'd run away at the first hint of trouble. I've made a big investment in Emmett. Not money, but I've sunk all my ambitions into him. I'd have to be thoroughly disillusioned before I'd call it quits with Emmett. Got it?
Right.
Uh-huh.
Now,
3
Mr.
strikes.
Cub Reporter, is there anything else?
Rather hard for me to picture Emmett as a chick magnet.
Chick magnet?
A guy who gets the girls, motors running.
Motors?
Who makes them, you know.
You mean a chic?
Yeah.
Well, it's a matter of taste, I suppose, but when he's properly pomaded and decked out in my grandfather's white suit, Emmett just glows. Makes my heart flutter a bit just to picture him.
You say you know Emmett is a model citizen, but you don't know him as well as I do. Did you know he once cheated some Libyans out of plutonium?
Plutonium? What would Libyans want with plutonium? I'm sure he had a very good reason. Emmett's mind map demonstrates conclusively his brain is oriented toward virtue.
This one time, to power one of his science experiments, Emmett hijacked a train.
Please, there hasn't been a train hijacking in Hill Valley since the days of Mad Dog Tannen.
Yeah, that was him.
Emmett's done a lot of shady things in his time. My vice principal warned me to stay away from him.
Your vice principal sounds like a dolt.
Emmett's done a...
Your vice...
So you say Emmett only has eyes for you?
Absolutely. It's almost embarrassing how devoted he is to me.
Well, it's good to hear he's finally settling down.
Yes. Settling down?
You know, ready to stop playing the field, as it were.
Playing the... Oh, you're joking.
No, I'm not.
But I can't help feeling sorry for him.
Who?
All of Emmett's other girls, now that he's with you.
Please, I think I know Emmett by now. There are no other girls.
Well, not anymore.
I wonder what's going to happen to Emmett's little black book.
Little black book?
Oh, it's legendary. That's what enabled Emmett to become the, Valentino of Hill Valley High. Gee, I wonder if he'd let me have it.
You must think I'm pretty gullible, Mr. Crockett.
I wonder what's going to...
Little...
Huh.
You must...
Okay.
What the heck is this mental alignment meter of Emmett's?
Oh, it's an absolutely revolutionary invention. Measures a person's affinities, what he's attracted to, what he's repulsed by, that sort of thing.
Interesting. And it really works?
Well, of course. What's the point of inventing something that doesn't work? Or anyway, it works well enough for my purposes.
That's all the questions I got.
Very well, then.
Ah, Trixie's Roger.
Hey, Audie. You seen my Oriole?
You mean this?
Yeah, thanks.
She gets to come and go freely, and
Is she
I'm
cosplaying?
forced to wait. I love it.
Hey, excuse me.
Yeah?
When does the expo
Not
open?
till tonight. Anybody without official business here, please get off the grounds!
This guy.
You got official business here?
Yeah.
Well, stay out of the way of the workers. You look familiar. Do I know you?
I've got one of
nope.
those faces. This is the guy who tried to punch us for looking at his date at the speakeasy.
To all who approach these hallowed halls, I bid thee welcome. To all who approach these hallowed halls, I bid thee welcome. To all who... Oh, hiya, kid. Say, aren't you the fellow who...
Got you to turn on Kid Tannen? You bet.
You look younger without your mustache. That was a dirty trick, you know, making me think Kid had gone and iced Artie.
I'm sorry, but it was the only way I could...
Forget about it. I'm trying to. Yesterday's in the past. That's my motto. You gotta live for today.
Right.
So what are you doing down here anyway? Do you wish to pull the levers that control the future? At the expo, silly. Technology for a better tomorrow and all that.
Oh, yeah, that's actually why I'm here. So, who are you supposed to be?
Don't you know your Homer? I am Techni Muse of Progress. You can tell by the lightning bolts.
Must have slept through that class.
I'm supposed to be a goddess like. I'm the one who inspires all the great men who make the discoveries. And women too. Leave us not forget Madame Curie.
I never would. So, you work for the expo?
Yeah, ain't it a kick? I greet all the important guests, and on the final day, I get to bestow the golden sundial on the winning contestant.
Techni, Muse of Progress. Not a bad gig.
Audie got it for me. It's my entree into respectability.
Listen, I've got a proposal for you. I have this friend, right?
No dice. I'm only seeing Audie now.
It's not like that. See, my friend's in a relationship with Edna Strickland.
Oh, poor schmuck. I wouldn't wish her on anyone.
Then you see where I'm coming from. He won't listen to reason, but I thought she might call it off if she thought he and you were, you know.
Ah, you are an evil imp, ain't ya?
Sometimes a guy's got to resort to underhanded tricks. What do you say?
Sorry.
Oh,
Edna might be a pill, but if I play dirty tricks on every dame who disapproves of me, well, I'd play a lot of dirty tricks. Besides, such stunts are beneath the dignity of Techne, Muse of Progress.
Wow, you are no fun.
look, my friend Emmett really needs help.
The one who's going out with Edna Strickland? You're darn right he needs help.
I'm not asking you to actually seduce him. Just make her think that you two have a thing going. It'll drive her crazy.
I guess it would.
So...
I wouldn't do that to another girl unless I was good and mad at her. And besides, it might tarnish my image as a muse.
Okay. How do we get her angry at her?
So Artie's working for the expo too, huh?
Oh, Artie's doing swell. The papers made a big deal of him testifying against Kid. People have been beating down his door ever since the trial. The expo's darn lucky they could get him.
How's Kid's trial going?
Slowly. You know what they say. The wheels of justice grind slowly, but infinitely fine.
Except in Hill Valley, where they don't move at all.
What?
Nothing. It's just, something I heard once. So no regrets about turning him in?
None at all. I should have known better than to take up with him in the first place. But what can I say? I was dumb. I let myself get taken in by his charm.
Charm? Whose idea was it to put a science and technology expo in Hill Valley?
Beats me. Audie says it's all bred in circuses. But I ain't seen a single clown yet today.
See you, Trixie.
From this chamber of wonders, we bid you a fond adieu.
Okay. Let's try them one more time.
Hey, Artie.
Can't talk right now.
Can't talk to Artie.
Back again, Mr. Crockett? What can I help you with?
Well, I was thinking. I found out about Trixie Trotter.
Yes?
Apparently they made her some sort of queen of the festival. Techne, the muse of progress.
They didn't. Well, they said this expo would give Hill Valley a reputation. I didn't realize this is what they meant.
What have you got against...
Hello, Wistix. Hello, Raiders. Welcome. How did the rest of your stream go? Did you finish the room? Wiz, how did it go? Let me mute this. Let's give a shout out to Wiz. Hey, Harugo. Welcome. You finished room 1 and 2. Nice. What? What is that?
Ta-da!
What is this clip with?
Ta-da!
You have movie nights on stream? Do you still do? Where you talk about movies and stuff? Not anymore? Ah, that's a shame. So did you like Room 1 and 2? I never played them. I was curious at some point, then they just fell off my radar. You were just ranting about top 250 on IMDb. You loved them. Maybe I should give them a try as well. Also Telltale Back to the Future. Yeah, exactly. We are playing Back to the Future. We are in the 4th episode right now, and we'll be finishing the game today, hopefully. I'm really enjoying them. Have you played them, Harugo? I feel like you have. Have you played them, Miss? There's 2 more games. So I assume you are going to be playing them, right? Anyway, welcome. Thank you so much for the raids, and welcome, Raiders. Thanks so much for staying after the raids. I appreciate your presence here. I hope you enjoy. You probably know me from Lisa's chat, so I'm not going to, talk about myself. But if anyone here has not been to Lisa's channel, give him a visit for sure. He's a variety streamer, really entertaining, plays cool games. Was playing Room 1 and apparently 2 today. I didn't see 2. I just caught 1, parts of 1, before I had to leave. So yeah, pay him a visit and a follow for sure. We have played a lot of Telltale games, but not this one. Yeah, this game is not being sold anymore, but if you have it from before, like on Steam or something, you can play them. Otherwise, I'm not sure how you go about acquiring this game anymore, because it's unlisted after Telltale's dissolution, I guess, before it was reformed. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the stream. I will go back to this, and obviously we can talk about it. So, are you going to play the Room 3 and 4?
Trixie.
It's the
On stream?
idea of it, allowing our city to be represented by a woman like that. I won't stand for it. As a socially conscious citizen, I demand you discharge that muse.
Hold after Zelda time.
Trixie? What's wrong with her?
Oh, she's hardly qualified for an honorific
Zelda,
post
the
at
new
a
Zelda
public
is
event.
being released
Look,
Friday,
lady,
right? In 2 days.
She fits the costume. She's an American citizen, and she managed to memorize all her lines. What more qualifications do you want?
Oh, these people are impossible.
I saw on Discord that you weren't sure if you wanted to stream it or not on release day. Did you make a decision?
Why do you want to get Trixie fired?
One simply can't allow women like that to attain positions of respect in society. It creates a very bad precedent for the future.
Does it?
But try telling it to this poor sap. She's got him completely steamrolled. That's how they operate.
Is it?
Still, I could get her discharged if I had the goods on her. No doubt a woman like that has left a trail of scandal,
Well,
and
you
I'd
don't know
find it
when it's
if I were
playable
still a
that day.
reporter. But I haven't got time to do the legwork
Oh,
now.
okay.
I'm too busy
Maybe
with
I
Emmett and
misunderstood.
his invention.
So you wouldn't hesitate to get Trixie
So you will
fired from her
stream it
job?
then, when you can.
If I had the goods on her.
That sounds good.
She's
I'm
obviously
curious
got
about
her
it.
employer completely bamboozled.
I'm
The
not a
only way to
Zelda fan at
snap
all,
him out
but
of his
so many
spell would be
people
to
talk about
show
it.
him something really shocking.
I'm kind of curious myself.
So you would...
If I had the goods on her. She's obviously got her employer. Snap him out of his spell would be to show him...
Okay. So we need to
That's
get her...
all the questions I got.
Get her
Very well,
fired.
then.
We need to get Trixie
How
fired
about
by
you?
Edna,
Have
so
you
that
got any questions for me?
Trixie gets angry
no.
at Edna.
Then kindly let me pass.
I'm afraid I can't until I've located your registration form.
Oh, this is absurd!
So, what do we find about
To
Trixie?
all who approach these hallowed halls. What's cooking?
Ideas. Up here.
Okay, we're at the dead end right now with the dialogues.
See you, Trixie.
Don't be
So we gotta find something about... We gotta find something about Trixie. But what? We cannot talk to Edna, we cannot talk to this guy, we cannot go in there. Cue ball?
It's not as nice as my truck back in 86. Jeez, I hope I still have a truck back in 86.
No, not truck. Talk to cue ball.
Hey, pal.
Oh, jeez, this guy again.
Funny, I was gonna say the same thing. Shouldn't you be in jail with the rest of kids' gang?
I was, but then an opportunity availed itself and I...
Sang like a canary.
I prefer to think of it as exhibiting an admirable sense of self-preservation.
Will you be playing piano for Trixie later?
Nah.
Why not?
'Cause little Miss Goody Two-Shoes thinks she's too respectable for cue ball these days.
Okay, so maybe we can find something about Trixie from this dude.
You seem kinda angry about Trixie.
Angry? Listen, kid, me and Trixie go way back. I know stuff about her that even Kid doesn't know. Stuff that'd curl your socks.
Really?
Do share.
Oh, yeah. And now to see her flouncing around the place, making like her stink don't smell, it just... Well, it just cheeses me off, you know?
So what's so, toe-curling about Trixie's past?
Yeah, like I'm gonna tell you.
Oh, come on.
No.
Tell you what, I'll tell you something embarrassing about me first.
Like what?
Last year, I drove a train off a cliff.
Why'd you do that?
You know, now that I think about it, I'm not really sure. It's a long story.
All right, Junior, you win. That was pretty embarrassing. Almost as embarrassing as this.
Is that Trixie?
Yep.
She's not wearing much.
No kidding. She did a lot of these artistic postcards a few years ago. I got a whole set of them.
Can I, have one?
I don't know. You ain't gonna do nothing
Hey there,
bad with
Momo.
it, are you?
Hey, I promise. I'll only use it for the
How
greater
are you,
good.
Byron? Good to see you.
Wow. Okay.
Alright, step 1, complete.
Have you heard from Kid lately?
We're not
Find something
exactly on
incriminating
speaking
about
terms
Trixie.
these days, on account of our varying degrees of incarceration.
What kind of stuff have they got you hauling here?
How the heck would I know? Electro this, robo that, dynamo the other. It's all Greek to me.
Hey, what's with your teeth?
My teeth?
Yeah, they're green.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I feel like you do.
Seriously, man, what's
How's my
going on
struggle
with your
against Susan
teeth?
Brown going?
nothing.
We have
Oh, crap. What's wrong?
we have convinced him that our cause is just, and we have gotten him to reinvent the time machine.
These.
Here in
Dr.
episode 4 now.
Frinkle's algae cakes?
A crate of them fell off the truck while I was unloading it, and I just can't stop eating them. How was I to know they'd turn my teeth green?
Well, the algae part might have been a clue.
Please don't rat me out, the audio, okay? I really need this job.
No problem, but you better let me keep the cakes.
Sure thing, pal.
Alright.
What kind of stuff have they got you hauling?
How the heck would I?
Hang loose.
You talk funny, mister.
Let's feed her some algae cakes.
How about an algae cake?
One doesn't normally think of algae as a dessert item, but, what
You know
the
what's
hell?
coming?
Well, it's got a very, unique
New
flavor.
critical hits boost. Veru
Enjoy
Mamo
your
just
food,
boosted
Ristics.
NWN2.
Thank you so much for the raid again. I appreciate it.
New critical hits boost. Veru Mamo just boosted Poe.
Winter Nights 2. Killers of Eternity.
New critical hits boost. Veru Mamo just boosted Tyranny.
And Tyranny. Thank you for the boost, Swear Mama. I appreciate it. Alright, now she has green teeth. Oh, I think we have to feed... I don't think we should have fed Trixie these. I think we were supposed to feed it to Emmett. Well, you know, what the heck. This is funny.
You might want to take a look at this.
Why in the world would I be interested in... Oh, what have we here? Oh, sir! Mr. McFly! It appears your muse has been inspiring more than progress.
Trixie? Oh, no, no, no. What are you doing with a dirty postcard?
What is she doing in a dirty postcard? I swear, Mr. McFly, if that doesn't convince you that Trixie Trotter is unfit to represent Hill
I don't
Valley...
need you to lecture me about who I can or can't hire, Miss Strickland. Trixie's darn good at what she does. I don't care if she was once the winsome wench of Winnipeg. Her past doesn't matter to... Trixie?
What is it, Audie?
You know I don't like to pry, but what state did you grow up in?
Province, Manitoba. Why?
Not even an American.
See, darling, the charter specifically states that the Expo's hostess must be a U.S. citizen, so if you're really a Canadian...
I'm being fired? You're firing me?
I don't want to.
Here, take it back.
Aww.
Well, I'm glad somebody's listening to reason.
Step 2. Get Trixie fired.
Let's talk.
Where did she go?
Trixie?
I'll do it! I'll make that blue-nosed bitty eat her heart out!
That's great. I got it all planned out. When Emmett shows
But we
up...
gotta do it my way.
Huh?
I'm no good with improvising, and I ain't gonna memorize no lines. But I was in this play once. The Parlourmaid's Predicament. I figure I could lift a scene from that.
Okay.
Only, I need a few props.
Why am I not surprised?
Come on.
Some furs, a big diamond. It doesn't have to be real, understand?
That makes it easier.
And something from this friend of yours, Emmett. Has he got a photo album?
I don't know. Probably.
Better bring it to me.
Furs, a diamond, and Emmett's photo album. And then?
Sit back and watch the fur fly.
My tricks?
Oh, smacking the...
Well, it would be fun to watch, but it wouldn't get her to break up with my
Not
friend
good at
Emmett.
memorizing lines.
Oh,
Also wants to
right.
do the scene she did a long
You
time
got
ago
all
and
the
memorized.
props I asked for? The furs and the diamond? And
No, but
your-
she
Not all of them
said
yet, but I'm working.
Good.
she didn't say she was bad at memorizing.
tricks?
No, come on, I
Smacking
don't want
the-
to talk to
Well,
her.
You got...
Not all of
Good.
She says she didn't want to memorize any new lines. Maybe she has memorized enough. You know, the memory is full.
Ah, good. You're back. Give me the full report.
Run
She
out of
says she
memory,
likes
exactly.
you because you've got a virtuous mind, you look good in a suit, and you're completely faithful to her.
Damn, she's got me dead to rights. Well, you'll just have to find a way to change her mind. I'll be here if you need any help. Do you need any help?
Have you figured out what's wrong with the time circuits?
Not sure. Possibly. It seems to me to be a simple wiring issue, but I'm double-checking to make sure. All the basic equipment appears to be functional.
Any chance I could borrow the DeLorean? I want to drop in on young you at the lab.
Well, I don't know. The time circuits...
Listen, I promise I won't take it to 88.
Even so, I'm worried about letting it out of my sight while it's still behaving unpredictably. Tell you what, I'll take it on a test drive 1 minute into the past. If it passes the test, I'll let you borrow it.
Do you have to... Can't we just drive it like a normal car?
It worked! Didn't it?
I'm afraid not. In fact, the discrepancy appears to be getting worse. I arrived 6 hours ago.
Oh, too bad.
I didn't want to risk undoing any of the work you've done thus far, so I kept out of sight. But the time lag wasn't entirely a waste. I stopped by the hardware store and bought the parts for a chronometric analyzer.
Ah, yeah, sure. The
What?
chronometric analyzer.
A diagnostic device. See, I plug it into the time circuits and set
They
it
are
to
sold in
cycle.
packs
When
in
the green
every
light
hardware
goes off,
store.
I should have the data I'll need to understand the scope of the problem.
Hey, no driving the exhibits off the lot!
Looks like you'll have to find another set of wheels if you want to get to the lab.
Well, the truck then.
I'm having trouble finding another set of wheels. You sure I can't?
Not till I finish running these tests. Perhaps an electric commuter train.
This is 1931, remember?
Oh, right. Well, I'm sure you'll find something.
Okay. We can't talk to him about anything else. We had options though.
No keys. I'll have to find my wheels somewhere else.
Really? Can't we just walk?
Press button to experience future Hill Valley, circa 1981. I don't think I've visited that timeline yet.
The century looks bright for our fair metropolis. Jump with us 50 years into the future for a peek at Hill Valley circa 1981, courtesy of Hal's Hardware and the collective imagination of mankind. Could this be our venerable town square? Yes, indeed. Though the form looks strange
diamonds.
and new, the function remains the same as ever. But where are all the people? Our residents will want to venture forth into the fresh air for occasions will make it reconsider the population ride in this during the future train of nature jobs, plenty of space to work, play, presto, raise.
This is a good lesson about the adventure game genre. If you don't know what to do, press everything at once.
Voila!
Say, pretty snazzy for a phony rock. Gimme. Keep that up and I may take a real shine to ya.
I'd rather you take a fake shine to Emmett.
I'm working on it. How about the furs in the photo album?
I'll get him to you. Hi, Trix.
Why is this happening?
So,
How about...
I'll...
Furs. Maybe we have to find a sheep and fleece the sheep.
If I'm gonna get to Emmett's, I need to find some wheels.
Cars of the Future tent. Can we go in there?
Come see the cars of the future. Brought to you by Statler DeSoto.
No, we can't go in there.
I thought you were a debtor for sure.
Mart. Nice discovery. I think every single roll today has been a discovery so far, which is amazing to me.
Hey, Chief.
Hey, buddy.
Oh, good. He's back.
Remember, the Force is your ally.
Another discovery. Nice.
You still cheesed off at Trixie?
Yeah.
Oh. What?
How the heck?
Stand.
That's what.
Can I go in? Probably not.
Yeah?
When does the expo
Not
open?
till tonight. Anybody without official business here, please get off the grounds!
Ahem.
Back again, Mr. Crockett? What can I help you with?
Well, I was thinking. That's...
Very well.
Let me talk to Archie.
And I suppose still...
You thought that it was in the game for a second. Was very confused in the presence of Jedi in this canon. Yeah, it is crossover.
Hey, Artie. Can't talk.
Back to the Future Star Wars crossover. It's very well known. I'm surprised you didn't hear about it before.
I'm having trouble finding another set of wheels.
Not till I've...
This is 1931.
Okay. I don't know what we can do. Can we use this train as wheels? It has wheels. Oh, okay.
My future wouldn't be built so shoddily.
Hi, Miss Strickland. I was just...
Break what you like, Mr. Crockett. It's no skin off my nose.
I was joking,
Just
but
keep away
that
from
turned out to be
Emmett's
the
booth.
solution.
Speaking of whom, I'd better go see what's keeping him.
Shouldn't you leave him alone? I mean, he said there was still some work to do on his new project.
And that's exactly why I need to be there. Emmett's a very bright young man, but just between you and me, he does tend to get a little distracted by shiny objects. My job is to make sure he stays focused.
But...
Tut, tut. Not another word. I've got the rest of the day all mapped out.
Miss Strickland!
I'm sorry, I don't recognize you. Heavens, you shaved off your hair, but... Carl Sagan?
I'd like a word with you, if I may.
I'm not sure it would be seemly for me to be seen in the company of an alleged arsonist.
I think it may be in your best interest. You see,
Let's go somewhere where we can talk privately.
I'm not sure if you could hear. He said, "I know what you're up to." Okay, we got our skateboard.
Hang on, Emmett. Hope you're ready for a big breakup. Emmett?
Thanks again for your assistance, Detective Parker.
Detective? What the hell is Kid doing here?
Nothing criminal, I assure you. I was just getting a mind map of Mr. Tannen for our exhibition at the expo. The authorities wouldn't allow Edna and I to stage a demonstration of the mental alignment meter with a violent felon, but this little baby is just as good.
Okay, we have to change pictures,
so
right?
Now, what's next? Check the stew, sort the maps. Ooh, I almost forgot that.
Edna really is cracking the whip, isn't she?
Well, yes, but she's got my best interests at heart. Without her, I can get so distracted. Did she send you down here to check up on me?
Yeah, she wanted to come herself, but...
She's busy too, I know. Well, you're a poor substitute for Edna's lovely features, but make yourself at home.
Thanks.
No thanks are necessary. Without you, I'd never be where I am now, in love with the woman of my dreams, and a mere 6 hours from my first public triumph as a scientist. Wait a minute. 6 hours? Jumping Jehoshaphat, I'm running out of time!
Okay, let's change these. Emmett's with kids.
If I'm gonna take Emmett's mind map, I better replace it with another one.
Yeah.
The mind of a degenerate criminal.
That's Kid Tannen's mind map, as captured by our mind map helmet.
You could tell he's a criminal just by looking at this?
No, but when it's fed into the mental alignment meter...
Weird.
Weird nothing. It's science.
Did he put it back?
Tannen's mind map. If Emmett's map looked like this, I bet Edna wouldn't think he's such a model citizen.
Just switch them around, dude.
I'd swap Tannen's card with Emmett's, but it's got Tannen's name on it.
Right.
I'll just have to generate a new mind map for Emmett.
Okay. I wasn't paying attention. Sorry, game. Sorry. You were right. I was wrong.
What's this?
It's the placard we'll be putting in front of our booth at the expo.
The scientist that caught Kid Tannen?
A small exaggeration, but Edna says it'll attract investors. What do you think of the picture?
You look a little... constipated.
What? Edna said I looked intense.
Yeah, intensely focused on taking it.
I get the picture. I'll have to find a better one. Unfortunately, there's a lot to choose from.
Heavy.
Extremely. Mother has been rather obsessive about photographically cataloging my life.
Well, we've got the photo album at least. Now we need furs.
Hey, Emmett, I've got an idea.
What?
Why don't I take your photo album over to Edna so she can pick out your new picture?
That's a great idea. She's got a better eye for these things than I do anyway. Thanks, pal.
Don't mention it.
You're welcome. I'm such a helpful friend. Also, you must be hungry. Would you care for some algae cake?
Hey, Emmett,
algae
you
cake?
need a snack?
Desperately. What is it?
Some sort of algae cake. It's supposed to be nutritious.
Oh, I've heard of these. They better be really nutritious.
You're hungry. So, what happened? What was that?
How does the mental alignment thing work?
Here, I'll show you.
Hey!
The test subject wears this mind mapping helmet, which probes the brain by measuring fluctuations in skin conductance and electrical resistance on the surface of the parietal lobe.
Yes. I see.
When I turn on the mind mapping helmet with this radio switch, the subject is exposed to a series of visual stimuli intended to provoke a series of positive or negative responses, as indicated by these lights on the helmet.
Hey, is that?
As the responses are recorded, they're relayed to this special typewriter, which prints out a punch card that represents the subject's mind map.
All I see is a bunch of holes.
Well, to you, maybe. But to our mental alignment meter, this mind map is nothing less than a peek into your subconscious. Observe as I place your mind map into the MAM.
Layabout? Is that machine calling me a slacker?
No, your own physiological responses did.
What's this?
The mind map cards from the dozens of subjects I've tested during the last few weeks. I've got to get them sorted before the expo begins.
Why?
Edna's got this grand scheme to catalog all of Hill Valley citizens by their mental alignment. Isn't that cute?
Not really. What's this typewriter do again?
During a mental alignment test, it takes messages from the mind map helmet and turns them into punch cards.
I really
like the
need to
one
watch
for
the
Mr.
movies.
Tannen over there.
Seems complicated.
Actually, it was all rather easy to put together.
I might watch the
Edna
trilogy
gave me
tomorrow.
the idea.
Sounds to me like you should be working on harder problems then.
What? Sorry, I've got to get back to work.
According to Emmett, this thing prints out mind maps. Mind if I...
Go ahead. Ah, that'd be Mr. Needleman's card. I'll just put this in the stack with the other hooligans.
Looks like you got a lot of hooligans.
Yeah, about 90% of Hill Valley thus far. It's a little disturbing.
Tomorrow. We are not in a rush.
Looks like you got a lot of hooligans.
We still got time, you know. We can do it tomorrow. Stew pots.
Hey, Emmett, what's cooking?
That's an old Brown family recipe for Hassenpfeffer.
Hassenpfeffer?
Rabbit stew. The trick is to add the cumin an hour after the carrots. Take a whiff. Isn't that just about the best thing you've ever smelled in your life?
It's, powerful, yeah.
I've got it on a slow boil for later.
So I don't understand those. So when we opened this, he gave a positive response. What did we do to get a negative response? I did something, I don't remember.
I Don't Care by Trixie Trotter?
Edna doesn't approve of that sort of music, but I find it very soothing. Oh.
They say I'm crazy, got no sense, but I don't care. They may or may not mean offense.
Are we getting a reading right now?
You see, I'm sort of independent. I am my
Test
own
switch.
superintendent. My star is on the ascendant. That's why I don't care. I don't
So I have to get him to think negatively about that. Is that it? Like, what do I do to get a negative reaction?
No!
Okay. So it said negative. Do I move forward? No, we turned it off. Slide advancer. Okay, I missed that. So let's get a negative for Edna.
No!
John Wilkes Booth. We get a positive for John Wilkes?
Wait, I know that. That's John Wilkes Booth, the guy that shot Lincoln. So I guess he's supposed to be a negative figure.
Okay, so we get a positive reaction for John Wilkes.
Careful. Don't let all the flavor escape.
Officer Parker. Right? We need need negative response for Officer Park.
No!
So we need 2 negative items for Officer Parker. Let's see. The electricity and... what else? I had found one other thing. I don't remember. Kid? Maybe? Maybe do this twice? It won't work to do it twice, right?
No!
Oh, it did. It did. Who is he? Oh, Tannen.
I don't know who that is, but he's cool.
Okay. So, he's already at positive. He keeps taking in the stew smell. Innocent looking child should be negative, I guess. Let's shock him again, twice.
No! No!
Is that Trixie? Turns out that Pol Pot's childhood photo. That's Pol Pot's childhood photo.
Trixie. I don't think Edna approves of her, so I guess she's a negative figure.
Okay, well, it's already at positive, so... we are done. Oh, it's broken.
Hey, Emmett, I think your mind map test is broken.
Oh, well, that switch just keeps shorting out on me. No time to fix it now. I'll have to take care of it at the expo.
I guess that's a
Looks
sign
like I'm
that
not
we
gonna
have
be
done
doing
it.
any more
We
mind
have done
maps.
it correctly.
I guess I'll test this out and hope for the best.
Degenerate criminal.
Bingo! Now Emmett's mind map is as bad as Tannen's. Now all I have to do is swap this out with Emmett's original mind map and Emmett's own machine will do him in. Okay, Emmett. Get ready to meet the new you.
Hey!
What?
I almost left behind my mind map card. We're gonna show it off at the expo as a rare example of a model citizen. Edna, kill me if I forgot that.
She might kill you anyway when she gets a look at that mind map. Once Emmett gets to the expo, I'll try to figure out how to get him to put his card in the mental alignment meter. But for now, I better concentrate on making Emmett a slob who cheats on his girlfriend.
Yeah, Fur. Where do I find fur?
Phew.
Ugh, did the clamp fall off again?
Yeah.
Put it back on.
I guess this was
I don't
a
even know
negative
why
influence.
I keep that bacteria tank around. Every time the clamp falls off the nitrogen tube, it takes a couple of minutes before I can get the stench out of the air. Whew.
Yeah, okay.
What's this?
That's a can of used motor oil, rocket fuel waste, and assorted chemical sludge left over from my abandoned rocket car.
Gross.
Accounting doesn't enter into it, but it is disgusting. Would you mind disposing of it on your way out?
Sure.
Oh, we need to... okay. I know what we need to do. Hey, Emmett. You want to see my
Hey, Emmett,
oil?
I've got a... Whoa! Whoops.
What the heck?
Oh, jeez, I'm sorry. Your suit's ruined. Edna's gonna be royally PO'd.
Wrong.
What?
When Edna gave me this suit, I realized that the probability of me keeping it clean was infinitesimally remote, so I spent a few hours whipping up this.
Whoa! What was that?
A chemical compound capable of wiping the grime off any surface.
Emmett, you'll make a fortune.
Not anytime soon, I'm afraid. Due to an inherent instability in its molecular makeup, after 12 hours, the cleanser's component chemicals break down into a series of cloth-shredding enzymes, rendering it unsuitable for commercial use.
Wait a minute. Does that mean your suit's gonna dissolve in 12 hours?
Hey, gods, no. The solution dissipates into the air after it's applied. But it does mean that after this batch of cleanser ages another 11 hours and 53 minutes, it would eat away this suit faster than 1,000 starving moths. And that would be a crisis of unimaginable proportions.
Why?
Because this suit belongs to Edna's grandfather,
I
who wore it on his wedding
couldn't
day.
follow that.
Poor guy was gunned down just a few years later.
Emmett?
Well, enough wool gathering. Back to work.
I couldn't follow that at all.
How goes the bacteria farm?
Not so hot. The bacteria have kind of gotten out of control. Had to put a clamp on the nitrogen tube to keep the stench from flooding the lab.
Want to recap? Well, sure. I will just try again.
Emmett?
What?
Your jacket's got a little,
No, no worries.
So where is that lever? Where does he go? Does he go this way? Oh, okay. The shower is here. What about this?
I don't want to get that covered in any messy oil.
No, where is the tank for that?
That cleanser doesn't seem very portable.
It isn't, but this is.
A perfume bottle?
Yes. No. I mean, yes, it's a perfume bottle, but inside is a concentrated dose of my all-purpose cleanser. With a little luck, this should last me through the next 12 hours before its component chemicals break down into a series of cloth-destroying enzymes.
Clever.
Okay, we need to get this time travel 12 hours into the future.
What the hell is that?
What?
And then use it.
Sorry,
right?
I thought I saw a tarantula.
If we get this time traveled into 12 hours into the future...
What?
I was just thinking about the future. All that talk about Edna's grandfather made me
Then
realize
give it back to him.
Please let it be something about lightning.
Life can be short, sometimes brutally so. So
I guess we have to go
why
12
not
hours into the
seize day
past.
and grab your happiness while you can.
I'm not sure I like where this is going.
I was saving this for next Valentine's Day, but why should I? I know what I want.
Emmett, no.
I'm gonna ask Edna to marry me. Right now.
No.
Oh, right. I'll wait until tonight at the expo. It'll be much
What
more
didn't work
romantic
out?
that
Were
way.
you trying to make a clip?
Think. By this time tomorrow, Edna and I will be engaged and will be the toast of the scientific community. And I owe it all to you.
You're welcome.
Don't worry about recap. I think I figured
Damn
it out.
I've got to go out for a while.
I thought Edna sent you to make sure I wasn't getting distracted.
Oh, you'll be fine. It'll be safe in there. Doc said to tell him when the light on his diagnostic thingy went green. Nope, no green light yet.
That's fine. Can we change the color?
Nope, no green.
Caveman. Can we get fur from the caveman?
Furs donated by Lamont's House of Ermine. At least they're going to a good cause. They're stuck tight in this tar.
Oil?
I don't want to get that covered in any messy oil.
Times may be hard in Hill Valley, but our present worries fade into insignificance when we ponder our Pleistocene past. Is the wolf knocking at your door? Be glad he's not a Tyrannosaurus, king of the ancient lizards. And if you find yourself drowning in debt, well, you could be drowning in something a whole lot stickier, like the Hill Valley tar pits. This peek into the distant past is brought to you by Lamont's House of Ermine, reminding you fur is forever.
Ancient chickens.
They're stuck tight in this tar.
Okay.
Press button to experience Hill Valley's primeval past. Okay, if this dinosaur is called a Tanninosaurus, I'm gonna... Oh, whew.
Tanninosaurs.
Maybe when Real Doc comes back, we'll take a trip to see a dinosaur. That volcano looks a lot like the one I did for my 7th grade science fair.
Hey, Yerzy. This is good advice. Whenever you feel down, you're just gonna remember how hard dinosaurs are. How are you, Yerzy? Good to see you.
I brought him its photo album like you asked.
Let's see. Gee, he's not bad looking. In an egghead kind of way.
Remember, I don't want you seducing him for real.
I ain't a cradle robber, kiddo. Now bring me those furs and we'll be in business.
Okay. Let's talk to Artie.
Hey, Artie.
Hey, Mr. G-Man. How's the, undercover operation?
If everything goes as planned, we should be wrapping things up real soon now.
I am enjoying it, yeah.
When it's time for me to play my
along very
part,
well.
just say the word.
It's, you know, reminiscent of the movies that I really like. They are funny. Good sequences. Okay puzzles, so it's an enjoyable game. I would recommend it.
So you're the registration guy for the expo?
First
and
things
chief
first,
accountant and paymaster.
Hey, you're coming up in the world.
And none of it would have happened if I hadn't responded to that subpoena.
You haven't met Sylvia yet, have you?
My contact person? Not yet. Is he or she at the expo?
I don't think so, and I'm pretty sure it'll be a she. Keep your eyes open for Sylvia.
What should I do when I meet her?
Just let nature take its course. Why'd you have to go and fire Trixie?
You think I wanted to? It's illegal for me to knowingly hire a Canadian for the job, and I don't want to be in trouble with the law again.
Why'd you have to go and fire Trixie?
You trouble with the...
I don't suppose you miss working for Kid Tannen.
No sirree, Bob. I don't know how I ever got mixed up with an abusive, gun-toting thug like that. He even stiffed me on overtime pay.
No way. Not overtime.
Think the Hill Valley Expo will be a success?
I don't see why not. Why shouldn't California have its own high-technology center?
Keep doing what you're doing, Grandpa.
Grandpa?
That's our, code name for you.
Oh, ha! Funny.
Archer isn't very smart, is he?
Hey, buddy.
Oh, good. He's back.
Stay.
That's what.
So what do we do to dissolve the furs out of the tar? Is there something we can do, or do we cut the fur? There doesn't seem to be anything in this diorama that we can use. We can't really change the light into green. Can we take this back?
Hammett's formula. Still as good as new. Never know when I might need to get some sticky substances out of some clothes.
Maybe we use this on the fur. Since tar is sticky, maybe it will work.
It's a good thing I did this before Emmett's 12-hour time limit, or the cleanser might have dissolved the fur. Let's slip out of those furs, shall we?
I think now.
Ultimately, I will prevail, and a new era will be born unto the realms.
Hey, Trixie.
Nice roll.
Are these furs good enough?
I think the light will turn green now.
But, they'll work.
Hell yeah.
So, you got everything
Nice
you
roll.
need for your big scene?
How are you, BG?
Everything
Good to see
except
you.
for your friend.
Emmett Brown, redheaded guy about yay high.
Ooh.
He'll be the one with Edna
The
Strickland.
cat. The cat
Not
is
for long, he
Katawa.
won't.
Great.
Katawa the Hungerer.
There will be no more pain.
Another Kurgan. Pertwise was just saying today that we are rolling too many Kurgans, and it's the second one today. Makes sense, he's always hungry, yeah.
Hey, the light's green. That means Doc could take the DeLorean out again.
So the light wasn't green because we had to liberate the fur first.
Hey, Doc. I mean, Mr. Sagan.
Excuse me a moment, Miss Strickland. I've got her neutralized for the moment. How's the plan proceeding on your end?
About that gizmo you've got hooked up to the DeLorean?
The chronometric analyzer?
Yeah, the light's gone green.
Wonderful. If the systems check out, I should be able to take it for another test run.
Nice
I've got to
rolls
run
this
it
season
shorter,
so far.
Miss Strickland, I suggest you think about what I've been saying.
Oh, I will.
It's still the first half of the month, so there's like 20 days still.
When did you land this time?
9
12
hours and 37 minutes ago.
Ouch.
Frankly, it started to get a little difficult to avoid running into myself. Still, the time jump yielded some interesting new data on the flux field. I'll run some more tests, and we'll see what we find.
So we still need 2.5 hours on the cleanser spray bottle. It's not 12 hours.
No green light yet. Doc's trip aged the formula a few hours. Not enough to turn it to acid, though.
Maybe time will progress naturally. Since there is 6 hours till Expo, right? So it makes sense that we don't do the full 12 hours right now. We just have to get him dirty during the
Sonny,
Expo.
What?
I'm at my wit's end. My portable anti-stick, anti-stain formula's disappeared.
No way.
Can you make more?
There's no time.
Don't worry. I'm sure it'll turn up soon.
Good. There's no way in God's green earth that I'm heading to that expo without it.
Don't worry, my friend, I've got you covered.
I'd better not return it yet. I might need it to clean something.
What are you
If
talking
only
about?
this stuff was several hours older, I could use it to dissolve Emmett's suit.
Okay. So that's not the plan. We need to age it more. What do we do though?
Hey, Emmett, got a sec?
Why, yes. In fact, I've got several.
Let's go see Frankenstein.
What do you say we take a break for a couple of hours and go see a movie?
A couple of hours?
Actually, it may be more like 70 minutes.
I haven't got a couple of hours. I still got all these mind maps to sort, and the MAM's wiring is still giving me fits, and...
I get it, you're busy.
Is this a hint? Am I supposed to go see a movie? To pass the time? Can I even go to the town square?
So, you and Edna, how serious are you guys?
Well, we both enjoy a good joke every now and then, but I'd say on the whole we're fairly serious people. Why do you ask?
No. What I mean is, how serious is your relationship?
Oh, well, as a scientist, I can't state this with 100% confidence, but I'm provisionally certain that I'm head over heels in love.
Really? With Edna?
What can I say? She's my muse. In the weeks since we've been courting, she's given me so many wonderful ideas.
Are you sure Edna's the right woman for you?
What do you mean?
Don't you think she's a little controlling?
Controlling? Edna? No. She's just giving me a little much-needed guidance. Before I met her, I was such a flibberty-gibbet, always getting distracted by the slightest stray idea. But now, thanks to Edna, I stay focused on the task in front of me, like a narrow-band stream of stimulated photon emissions. Focused!
Isn't she a little cold?
Don't let the schoolmarm exterior fool you, buddy. Edna's got enough warmth to raise a liter of water from 0 to 100 degrees centigrade. Know what I mean?
I kind of wish I didn't.
Focus.
I don't know. I just think Edna might be a little dangerous.
Oh, I agree.
You do?
Like all independent women, she's a danger to the patriarchal status quo. That's one of the things I love about her. She shakes things up.
You have no idea. I just think you should be careful, that's all.
Thanks for the concern, but I'll be fine.
It'll be great.
Is all this new stuff what you're showing off at the expo?
Yes, it's our mental alignment meter.
Mental alignment meter? I thought you were working on some sort of rocket car.
Oh, the rocket propulsion system was far too unreliable, as that incident with Einstein proved. By the way, whatever happened to Einstein?
I wish I knew.
Anyway, I started tinkering with an alternate method of propulsion, but that was before things started heating up with Edna. Our conversations about the possibilities of applying technology to social ills pushed my research in a whole new direction.
What's a mental alignment meter?
It's the most revolutionary piece of technology since the cotton gin.
What does it do?
It reads and interprets the subconscious desires of the human mind.
Why would you want to probe people's minds?
Why wouldn't you? Imagine being able to diagnose mental disorders with a flick of a switch, or detect the truthfulness of courtroom testimony merely by connecting a witness to a small portable device.
Kinda like
does all
that.
Not yet. Frankly, right now, the whole
Kinda
thing's
like
just
that.
a gussied-up potentiometer. But
If
with years of
when
refinements and a
Dr.
whole lot of
Brown
investors,
marries
the
Edna-
MAM will be able to identify countless psychosis and neurosis, alcoholism, acrophobia, Oedipal complexes.
It becomes the dystopia
And
from the
then
third
we can
episode.
set about curing them, of
We want
course.
to
Of course.
prevent it from happening. So we have to break them apart. Break them up.
Anyway.
Not break them apart. We have to break them up. Or apart.
Did you make a mind map of yourself?
Of course. Take a look.
Edna's right. You are a model citizen.
At least as far as my invention's concerned. Confidentially, this whole
That was my
enterprise is
first
a little
idea.
light on the hard science and a little heavy on the smoke and mirrors.
Could you tell me how
No,
this...
don't tell me again.
Of course. Subject?
Check.
The subject is then exposed that are recorded.
Right.
We heard
Sure
this
thing.
several times.
Emmett?
Yeah?
Doom guy.
What's with the new threads?
Do you like them?
Telltale
Like Colonel Sanders.
should make
Who?
a Doom adventure
Never
game.
mind.
Edna gave them to me. She says my usual clothes don't have enough zing for a public exhibition.
How are things between you and your father? I'm kind of surprised he hasn't torn down your lab yet.
Well, he's still angry with me and threatening to cut me out of his will, but I'm hoping that the civic potential of my mental alignment meter will win him over.
You can't marry Edna.
Why not?
You're too young to get married.
Nonsense. Back in the old country, a man my age already have 2 kids and a farm. Besides, what's the use of waiting when you're in love?
There's someone better out there. Trust me.
I know you mean well, but look at me. I'm an awkward teenager with poor social skills and a predilection for prattling on about obscure scientific minutiae. Frankly, it's a miracle that one woman has found me desirable. It could be decades before another one comes along.
I just don't think Edna will make you happy in the long run.
Well, she makes me happy now, and that's what counts. And as for the future, well, the future isn't written yet.
You better
You
hope
sure?
it isn't. Let's just drop it.
Fine.
You get...
Thanks.
How do I spend 2 hours? I guess if I can spend 2.5 hours, that's all I need to do. We just heard Back to the Future was getting a re-release at the cinema. It's about time. It would be cool. Not a re-release, but a new movie. I don't know, maybe it would suck. It probably would suck. But it would also be kinda cool. Let's see if this can be done again. It can be done again, okay.
Hey, the light's green.
So why do we need to do this twice?
I need to talk to you.
If there's nothing else we need to
Excuse
do
me,
in
my
between.
Yes?
Reboot, but make all the main characters women, otherwise make no significant changes to the story. That sounds familiar to me.
Your chronometer's gone green again.
Excellent. Let's hope this time my test run is a success. I'm sorry to desert you again.
Yes, well,
Really
you've left me
don't
with
let people
plenty to
around
think about.
you stalking each other. How horrible the new Back to the Future movies. I mean, I don't care about anyone's comments. Why would you?
Yeah, any luck this time?
Depends what you mean by luck. My arrival time was off again.
By how much?
8 hours this time. Gave me the chance to take in 3 showings of Frankenstein. Good movie. A bit implausible from a scientific perspective, but I can see how my younger self would have been mesmerized.
What about the DeLorean?
Oh, yes. I did get one critical piece of information. The chromium elements in my circuits became unstable during the temporal shift. I should replace them with titanium.
Great!
Now, unfortunately, titanium won't become commercially available till the Kroll process is perfected in 9 years.
9 years?
But there may be another solution. I'm going to fire up the chronometric analyzer again. Then, while I'm stalling Edna, you can... Uh-oh. Where'd Edna go?
The lab!
No.
Better get down there before she makes the situation impossible. I'll tend to the DeLorean.
Okay.
Age to perfection. Hey, Emmett, I'm back.
Public displays of affection is banned. Haven't you heard?
Oh my!
You know, I thought you were coming down here to keep Emmett focused on his invention.
No, she is. But she's generously scheduled brief canoodling breaks every 45 minutes to keep my mind fresh.
Time's up, dear. Let's get back to work.
Shall we?
Now, Mr. Crockett, what can I do for you?
You can get out of my way.
Can I talk to Emmett? It's kind of important.
It'll have to wait until later. Emmett's got a lot to do before the expo opens. Isn't that right, darling?
You know it, Schnookums.
Schnookums?
You can talk to him later.
Mr. Sagan says he needs to talk to you back at the high school.
He does? Whatever for?
He says he's got a lead on the speakeasy arsonist.
He does he? Well, I'm not sure anyone cares about that old story anymore. But I suppose I could spare a few minutes in the service of solving a crime. Will you be all right without me, sweetheart?
It'll be tough, but I think I'll muddle through.
Try to keep him focused. He's so easily distracted.
Don't I wish?
You should work now.
There it is. I've been looking all over for my portable anti-stick, anti-stain formula. Where'd you find it?
Out by the trash.
That's strange. I haven't been out there for hours. Oh well.
Are you gonna spray your jacket? It's looking a little dusty.
Not until it's really dirty. This cleanser doesn't grow on trees, you know. Well, some of the ingredients grow on trees, but the rest are synthesized polycarbonate
Really
detergent
dirty?
blends.
I can do that. I'll wait until you're at the expo to show Edna what a suit-destroying slob you can be.
There's no reason to do it right now.
That's about it.
It is?
Yep. As soon as I get all this stuff loaded into the truck, I'll be ready for the expo. Want to lend me a hand?
How about I go tell Edna you're coming? I'll, get her ready for you to pop the question.
Good thinking. Go on ahead. I'll meet you there.
I really hope this works.
Marty!
Doc! What's all the hustle and bustle?
It's almost time for the opening ceremony.
Holy jeez, I better work fast. I think I got it all worked out. When it all comes together, Edna will think you're the worst guy in town. I just need a couple more pieces.
Well, don't go to too much trouble.
What do you mean? Oh. You got Edna to break things off?
Not exactly. You see, I've been mulling things over, and...
What?
In the timeline you're from...
The right timeline?
Yes. I've got a wife.
A great wife. Clara, and kids, and a dog, and a bitchin' time train, and...
And Edna? How does her story turn out? How does she end up?
Aw.
Oh, well, Edna ends up... You're not really supposed to know these things in advance. It's bad luck.
But you told me how my story turns out.
Yeah, but...
And it's not as if I'll be in a position to do anything about it once my younger counterpart's destiny has shifted. I imagine I'll be folded into the new timeline, and I'll probably lose all memory of the old one.
Maybe.
So tell me, just to satisfy my curiosity, what's going to become of Edna?
To be honest, she ends up kinda... sad.
Sad?
She lives with some cats in a dinky little apartment, and she spends most of her time yelling out her window at people, and collecting newspapers, and living in the past.
I see. Perhaps we've been going about this problem the wrong way. Do we really have to completely obliterate my timeline so we can restore yours?
Doc?
Maybe we could have the best of both worlds. I could be with Edna, but it could be a little bit, more healthy.
Can you hear yourself? Do you know what you're saying? Let me remind you. Doc, she tried to erase your brain.
Oh, she was terrible, no argument. Horrible. Oh, but she started out with such pure intentions.
So did Nero. I don't believe this.
All I'm saying is, let's stop and take a breath. This elaborate plan to derail my younger self's love life, is the short-term misery worth the long-term gain? Maybe we could find a third way, one where everybody wins. What do you think?
We don't have a positive response.
No. I'm sorry, Doc. I can't go along with what you're saying. You don't belong with Edna.
So you're determined to break us up, in spite of my stated wishes?
Basically, yeah.
Then there's nothing left to say.
Where are you going?
Why should it matter to you? Aren't you planning on overriding me?
That was awkward.
Hey, Emmett, what's keeping you?
Oh, hello, Sonny. I guess I've got a mild case of stage fright. I'm about to play my big scene, No telling how Edna's gonna react.
You've, got something on your suit.
Oh, so I have. Anti-stain formula, work your magic.
Apply it generously.
Just in the nick of time. Step back now. We're gonna need a little space here.
Oh, aren't you a vision? Like something that descended from the heavens.
Yes, I'm feeling a bit elevated at the moment. There's something I've just got to ask you.
Wait, your tie's a bit crooked.
I've been holding it inside for weeks now, and I've simply got to get it off my chest.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
My grandfather's suit!
My formula!
Oh.
Don't look! Turn your head! I'll be right back, and we can try this all over again.
Emmett Lathrop Brown!
Huh?
Trixie Trotter! How do you know this woman?
I don't! I mean, I listened to some of her records, and I may have taken a picture or two of her, but I...
Go on! Deny to the world that you know me. Perhaps it is true, but I know you all too well.
What is going on here?
You rich boys are all alike. You think material possessions can compensate for a broken heart. Well, you can take back your furs, and take back this gaudy diamond, too! I don't need your expensive presents. I need you. And more importantly, little Emmett Jr. needs you.
Well,
Edna,
Don't Edna me. Apparently you are not the man I took you for.
But I
He's
am,
a teenager.
The mental alignment meter proves it. I am the man you fell in love with.
Let me see that card. I should have known. A degenerate criminal.
What?
Get out of my sight! I never want to see you again!
That was rough, Emmett. I'm sorry you had to go through it, but things are gonna be okay. You and me can... Emmett?
We can go and see Frankenstein, right?
That went off great, huh?
Yeah. Maybe too great. Emmett!
So we disappointed not one but two Emmets today.
Emmett!
Go away.
Come on! Where are you? I'm sorry you had to go through that scene at the expo. Things didn't work out the way you expected, but everything's gonna turn out okay. See, I know how this story turns out, and...
The story is over.
Stay there, Emmett! Don't throw away your future!
I don't have any future. They say I'm crazy, got no sense, but I don't care. They may or may not mean offense, but I don't care.
Stop!
What are you doing up here?
Don't jump!
I wasn't gonna jump.
Then what do you...
This is where I come when I want to think.
Oh.
When I want to be alone.
Oh. What are you thinking about?
Can't you take a hint? I don't want you here. I don't need you.
You don't know what you need.
And you do?
As a matter of fact, yeah. You need... to get some perspective. Think about it. All the people who have it even worse than you. For instance, Frankenstein's monster.
Frankenstein. I tell you that my very life force is drained away, and you want to talk about Hollywood monster movies.
It's a very inspirational monster movie. Especially the scene where they bring the monster to life. There's this big gurney that lifts him up into the air, and see, there's this wild storm going on, and lightning crashing everywhere. It's amazing. And you just gotta see it, Emmett. It'll change your life.
Look at my helmet. Which light is flashing?
Yellow.
Apathy. I don't care about movies. I don't care about anything anymore. And I never will.
Don't give me that. You care. You still care about inventing things.
Inventing is overrated. 99% hype, 10% fraud. Name one invention that ever did anybody any good.
How about Think about Edison and the light bulb. That was a great invention.
Might have been, if there was anything in this miserable world worth illuminating.
The automobile was a great invention, right? You love cars.
Yes. If I'm lucky, I may be struck by one today.
The telephone. Think how that invention has revolutionized the whole world.
Yes. Now a person can be rejected long distance.
Help me out here.
You're getting on my nerves, Crockett. At least you would be if I still cared about anything.
Okay, it's not inventing.
Me! You care about me, Doc.
You?
Yeah.
You did this
Oh
to me.
no, he does care. Just
I was perfectly content drudging away in my dad's law office. You show up out of nowhere, get me all excited about inventing, and disappear. 2 months later, you show up again, you trick me into making a hero out of myself and getting involved with Edna Strickland. Then you appear a third time and pretend to be my friend just so you can yank the rug out from under me and send me sprawling into the dirt.
Okay, I can work with that.
I love you, Sonny Crockett.
Oh no.
Or is that even your real name?
It's not.
Marty. My name is Marty.
Oh, so everything you've told me's been a lie.
More or less.
Why? Why did you ruin my life?
Edna was no good for you. She was leading you down the wrong path.
I see. You had my best interests at heart.
Yeah.
Just like my father.
Oh, but there's more to it, see?
We need to get it to the green lights.
Your father doesn't know your true path.
And you do?
Yes!
How is it that I could create a mental alignment meter and yet fail to realize that you are completely delusional? Oh, what does it matter? The world is absurd.
No, I know exactly what I'm doing. See, I know this may sound crazy, but you gotta listen. In 1985, you're gonna invent a time machine.
You're right. It sounds crazy.
I'm just trying to explain where I'm coming from.
Okay. It's not what I think it is.
I did it for fun.
You ruined my life for fun?
Yeah, that's how I get my kicks.
You bastard! And all that time you spent building up my dreams, telling me I was gonna be a great scientist!
Yeah, what a laugh. Dreams are only for people with guts enough to follow them.
You're saying I don't have guts?
You? Look at you.
What do you know? A person like you? You don't know the first thing about me. I have more dreams in my little finger than you'll ever have.
Hey, daydreams don't count.
Daydreams? That's what they said to Edison. That's what they said to Einstein. That's what they said to
Dr. Frankenstein?
Yeah, and look what they accomplished. I'm sick of people telling me what I can and can't do. First my father, then Edna, now you. Listen to me, good. From now on, I'm living my life my way. I'm taking my own advice and I'm following my own ideas. My ideas. Do you hear me? My ideas. Great Scott. I've got it.
Got what?
The solution. My invention. I know how to make it work.
Mental alignment meter?
No, my airborne personal transport device.
The rocket car?
Not rockets at all. That was my mistake. The basic idea was sound, but the propulsion system was unworkable. But the lightning! Suddenly the answer is clear. It came to me all at once, like
a bolt of lightning?
Exactly. Static electricity. Super ionized static electricity powering the asynchronous oscillation of frictionless plates inside the... What's this stupid thing doing on my head?
Emmett, you're you again.
Here I've been wasting my time with silly mind-reading tricks when there's serious science to be done. And the expo begins at 8.
Let's get the hell out of here before anything else happens.
What?
I said, let's get out of here before anything...
No. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hoverboard? Can we swing?
I can't swing on it while it's still attached to the statue. Emmett's helmet. I don't think he needs it now.
Um,
I'm good, but Emmett's helmet.
Why don't you
I
pick
don't
it
think
up?
he needs it now. Should I go for help? Better not leave him.
Near a hardware store. So we need a sharp item to cut this rope. Would the skateboard work?
I'm good, but
maybe we have to just untie it?
can't undo the knot. It's not going anywhere.
We can't crash into it with the truck.
Better not leave.
We can't pick up the helmets.
Emmett's helmet. I don't think he needs it now.
We don't have anything. Oh, the guitar?
I can't plug my...
That's not what I wanted you to do.
I can't plug... This rope is made of solid hemp. I can't tear it loose.
Maybe we have to ask him if he has something.
Hold on!
I wasn't planning on doing anything else.
Or we climb up. Like take a piece of the antenna or something. No, climb up. Can we break off the clock?
The expo's already started. Emmett!
What?
Got anything useful on you?
Only my wallet. Oh, and this portable anti-stick,
Yes,
anti-stain formula.
It's hemp.
Oops.
It's hemp. Okay.
Hang in!
Very...
Emmett's solution. This stuff's dangerous.
No, not the statue. Bro. Okay.
Hang in there!
I don't have a choice.
Alright. Tarzan time.
It's not going anywhere. Ah! Gotcha!
Let's get out of here.
Your pants! They're stuck!
Do something before we're crushed. Ah!
Okay. Hold on tight.
What are you doing?
Trust me! Hold on!
What did you say your name was again?
Marty!
Marty? Thanks.
Don't mention it.
Tungsten. The catalyst will need to be made out of tungsten, given the temperature within the converter will no doubt
What
be
was that?
intense. We'll have to harvest the filaments from all the light bulbs in my house.
Your invention. You think you can finish it before the end of the expo?
Think? I've got to. My future depends on it.
Then let's go.
Of course, the oscillating plates will need to be calibrated precisely. Even the slightest misalignment could cause the magnetic field to fluctuate in intensity, leading to sudden shifts in polarity. The results could conceivably be catastrophic.
Who cares?
My thought exactly. Science should be messy and unpredictable, or else where's the fun of it?
Aww.
Need a lift?
Mr. Sagan, got the kinks worked out of your car of the future?
Not all of them, but at least the DeLorean's mundane terrestrial functionality remains intact.
As usual, I have not the slightest idea what you're talking about. In fact, you remind me of someone I used to...
There, my dear, don't worry. I'm sure we'll all turn out well in the end.
Maybe for everyone else, but I suddenly feel very much like someone who's going to be alone and unloved for a very long time. Maybe I should get a cat.
Nonsense. I can state with nearly 100% certainty that you're going to have a long and fulfilling life.
How can you know that?
I think you'll find I know almost everything worth knowing about you and young Emmett and his friends. Tell me, how much do you know about Sonny Crockett?
No. You've made an enemy. You made an enemy, chat. A dangerous enemy.
Let me explain it again. I realized that it wasn't Edna that made my life miserable. It was science. She used my science to turn Hill Valley into a police state. If Emmett doesn't go through with a demonstration at the expo, his dreams of being a scientist will dim just enough for Edna to step back into his life and steer him down another path.
Doc.
Out of time. Ooh. This is going to be interesting. We need to help Emmett despite Emmett. GG, yeah. Thank you, Marta. Good timing. I suppose we are going to have to go a little bit late to finish the 5th episode. The 3rd and 4th ones were somewhat longer. That's fine though. Alright, I am going to take a few minutes break before we start the 5th episode. I am going to run a quick ad, 3 minutes ad to disable pre-rolls for an hour, so thank you for your patience with that. And otherwise, enjoy the clips. When I'm back in 4 or 5 minutes, we are going to finish this series. So, 4 hours for 2 episodes, 2 more hours to go until the usual finishing time for the last one. Well, that is plus 1 hour from yesterday, though, for the 3rd episode. So 5 hours for 2 episodes. Anyway, even if we have to go a little bit late, that's going to be fine. It won't take way too much than 2 hours, I suppose. Anyway, we'll see. Be right back. 2 minutes. You are one of the patrons whom he helped, but you can't bring yourself to open the gates.